happy birthday, Kopika. 7 is a milestone. That's okay. It's fantastic that you are 7 years old. It's a milestone birthday because you are now, a big girl, not a little girl at all, a big girl. And it is an absolute privilege and a pleasure to be at your birthday celebration on the very day. I hope I won't be too boring and keep you from your cake for too long. It's also a pleasure to meet and a privilege to meet Priya and Nadez and Tani. I'm really delighted to meet you. I've obviously heard a great deal about you. So I would be delighted if I was lucky enough to be elected to the Senate to do everything I can to make sure that you go back to your home, to Biloela. So Kopika, one of the things I just want to say to you is when you go back to Bilo, because I don't think for a minute you won't, I think you will. I think that's going to happen. But when you do, and when you go to school and you study and you learn, maybe one day you might stand for office. You might decide to be a politician and enter the Australian Parliament and remind us all that decency matters and that some of the very, very best citizens in this country have come here seeking refuge. So happy birthday, Kopika. I love your dresses. They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. And Priya, if you haven't, to you too, and Priya, if you haven't thought of starting your own label for children's clothes, may I suggest that to you? I've got a granddaughter who's 4. I'd buy a whole heap straight away.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Yeah,
Good. Thank you. It's lovely to meet you all. I think I've not met you before, so it's a great privilege, Kopi, to be invited to your birthday party. Thank you. I hope you've had a lovely day. I do agree, Priya, that those dresses are amazing. I am the world's worst sewer, so I am lost in admiration of those beautiful, beautiful dresses. So well done you. I do promise you that, if I can get to Canberra, and I really, really hope to get to Canberra in the election, then I will do everything that I possibly can to help you get back to Bilo. And I know that that will make you happy, but it will also give a lot of joy to the people in my electorate who feel deeply shamed by how our country has treated you in the last few years. And we would like to make amends for that as best we can, as soon as we can. So have a lovely day today. And I hope to meet you in person in the future.
Okay, thank you so much, love and support. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Monique. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it's the uncertainty, that really just rips at your heart. So hopefully we can get some certainty for this family soon.
Kopi, I think you and your family are pretty extraordinary. And I want to pay my respects to you, your mum, Priya, your dad, Nadez, and your lovely little sister, Tani, because you guys are doing something that not a lot of Australians have had to go through. So first and foremost, I'm going to say I'm really sorry that you got to go on that adventure, because that wasn't an adventure that you chose and you shouldn't have had to go there. The second thing I want to tell you is I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that you and your family get to go home to Biloela, because I've been to Biloela, and I can promise you that when you're ready to go home to Biloela, Biloela will be there for you, and then we can do as many birthdays as you like in Biloela from that day forward, okay? And you're going to have to tell me, though, what's your favourite flavour in cake?
Vanilla.
Oh, yes! I'm so glad you said that. Personally, I think chocolate is completely overrated, so I'm very happy to cook you
I
a
like
vanilla.
chocolate and vanilla.
Okay, well, what about strawberry?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well, you know what? Let's have a
Even
Napolitana
chocolate
cake.
chips.
In our very first vigils for this family, 4 long years ago, candidates from the Greens from all around Australia were willing to speak up and act for our friends right from the very beginning.
I want to thank you too, Kopi, for inviting me to your birthday. It's such a pleasure to be here. I haven't worn my party dress today and I regret it. I want to tell you that. I wish I'd worn a beautiful dress too. When I first saw you on TV, like many other Australians, it was in a story about a birthday that you had a few years ago. And I think that there was no cake then. So I am overjoyed to hear that there's going to be cake today. What happened and that story at that time to your family was heartbreaking and it was nonsensical. And we all knew it, and everyone in Australia knew that it wasn't fair and it wasn't right. I'm a mum to a little girl who's just a little bit older than you, Kopi. She's 11, so a few years older than you. But I remember when she was your age and your size. And when I think about how she grew every year, you know, she changed every year so much. Her little brain was a sponge and she had these big listening ears, and every day she was learning about what it means to be a human in our world. You know, is she safe? Is she loved? Is she around her community and her family? And it, you know, it breaks my heart and the heart of everyone in Australia to know that you have done so much of your learning through the uncertainty that we're talking about. And I think you've been very courageous, and it's a real joy to see you smiling today with your family. And I tell you what, I look forward to your 8th birthday because I think we're going to be back in Bilo. And that'll be a good one. And I will wear a proper party dress then.
Thank you so much. Thank you, your love and support.
You have got a special cake there right now, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to hold it up so everyone can see it? And what do we do when people have a cake? Is there something we sing?
Happy birthday.
Yes. So how about we will light the candle and we're going to have a very special happy birthday from all your Dendal cousins.
Yes. We've got the biggest group here ready to sing, yes, from the Biloela cousins here. Hopefully we can get it in tune. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kopika. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Yay!
You're going to blow the candle out.
Thank you so much.
And make a special birthday wish.
I wish if I could come to Bilo.
Let's all make that happen.
One day.
Let's make it happen.
Next birthday, Biloela, okay?
Authorised by Angela Fredericks, Biloela, Queensland.